Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just hit a bird, and having been riding for a very long time, like 20 years, I had never hit a bird before. I got some bees and whatnot, but I just got a bird. It hit me on the brake lever and on the mirror. Thankfully, it was not enough to knock me off and actually really actuate the brake. Otherwise I would have gone straight over the handlebars. But I don't know if there's something with this bike or not, but I've only owned it for about 18 months, and unfortunately I didn't have my camera on just then when I hit another bird, but I did have my camera on while I was doing some testing for this YouTube channel. This is only one of my earlier videos on the channel. Depends on when you watch this, I suppose, but I was testing the GoPro and the microphone and all the rest. And I did actually have the camera on as the other bird hit me, which I will insert. The angle was slightly wrong. I think I was too zoomed in, but I'll play the video now, and again in slow mo so you can actually see where I cleaned the bird up with my helmet. I'll do that. Hey, oh shit, holy Jesus. I don't have a big fully fed bike. I don't make a huge, I'm not particularly wide or large or anything on this bike. And I'd actually ducked all the way down, sort of like that. And it still got me in the head. I swear that bird was actually aiming for me. But anyway, I thought it was quite an interesting thing to happen after 20 years or so of riding motorcycles on the road. I've never really hit a bird. I feel like there's a chance I might have got one back in the day, just on the shoulder, just clipped the shoulder, but never really hit my bike on my helmet or anything properly. That last one obviously hit my helmet, and then today I was out here. I just finished recording another video, and on the way back I turned the cameras and everything off, and I hit another bird, which I saw it coming. And you know, the difference is that shot that I just showed you, the bird was on the side of the road. Now I did see the birds there, but you kind of don't expect them to dart in front of your bike or car, whichever you're in. So there's one. He went the other way, of course. This one was actually cruising around in front of me. He was kind of up in the sky doing his own thing, and he turned around, and it's like he saw me and just went, yeah, we're on, buddy. I heard what you did to my friend, and I'm also going in for the dive bomb. So he came straight in, and I ducked and ducked and ducked, and I kind of like moved to the left-hand side of the road as well. But he just, I managed to clip him with the brake lever here in the mirror. Luckily, I think he was okay. I did turn around. I quickly slowed down and turned around to see if he was still breathing, and I couldn't find him. So I guess I can reasonably assume that he chose to fly on and was okay. But yeah, I was probably pretty lucky that he didn't come up and slap me on the brakes. But I thought, with that in mind, I thought, why not make a video and ask you guys what's some of the craziest shit you've hit. I know people have hit emus and ostriches and kangaroos and all sorts of stuff on motorbikes. I know of a guy, and it's not really my story to tell. I'll probably get a few of the details wrong, but a couple of the blokes that I used to go riding with a very long time ago, they did a bit of a bike swap, and they swapped bikes, went through a bit of a nice twisty road, and there were some cows that had got out of a paddock and they'd escaped. They were coming across the road, and unfortunately one of the guys on his mate's bike ploughed into the cow and wrote the bike off. I always found that to be quite an interesting story. The only other one that I have was when I was on Phillip Island. So I was actually visiting the Phillip Island MotoGP race. I think it was MotoGP, it might have been World Superbikes, I forget now which one it was. But I was there to visit one of them, and of course we were staying in the caravan park on Cowes, which Cowes is actually, believe it or not, the name of, having just told a cow story, Cowes is the name of the township, I suppose. You wouldn't call it a city. The township Where are we? Oh, there's a few blokes around. I think I went past old mate earlier today. Give him another nod. He ignores me still. Let's make a video on that at some point. People who don't nod anymore. Acknowledge other bikes. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So we're on Phillip Island, and look, I always am one for safety first. I think you should dress for the slide and not for the ride. But you know, it was a very, very hot middle of summer. It's in February, so it was the World Superbikes, because MotoGP is in October, which for us obviously is more of a wintry time. There's another bloke on the big Z. He's ignored me too. That's 0 from 2 people giving me the nod. Unbelievable. Call themselves bikers, eh? Back to my Phillip Island story. We were riding out to the track each day, right? We were the cows, where the caravan park or the township is like, I don't know, like 7 kilometers or something from the track. So as much as I, you know, dress for the slide and not the ride, and I always wear gloves, I always wear, obviously you have to wear a helmet in Australia, I always wear gloves. We were going out there in shorts. On this particular occasion, it was bloody hot. It was the middle of summer. We were getting like 30 something degrees at the track, and we're there all day. You don't want to be too hot and uncomfortable, so I went out t-shirt, shorts, and just shoes. I had my gloves and helmet on, which I could attach to the bike. Here's another bike, 3 from 3. Give him a nod. I give you one back. Hey, there we go. 3rd time lucky, they say. We got one. Anyway, the thing that I didn't actually hit a thing, well I did. So there was a snake, and by all accounts I actually clipped its tail. I ran over its tail as I approached, and I saw the thing in my rear view mirror. These ones are quite little, but I think it was on my R1 at the time. I used to have I bought a R1 brand new back in 2007, and it would have been, you know, a couple of years after that. But I had the stock mirrors on it still, and I had much better vision of what was going on. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and the thing actually reared up and jumped at my foot. And of course, it would have been deadly. If it's a snake in Australia, there's a pretty fair chance. We do have some snakes that are not in fact deadly, but there's a pretty fair chance it would have actually been deadly. And anyway, it didn't hit me. I was lucky, but that's about everything. I wonder if I can take a turn off and take the more interesting route. I think I found the turn off, guys. I'm pretty sure this is the way down to the river's edge. Hopefully it's not just you know, one of those skew-whiff little roads that goes down to people's driveways, which it obviously does. I love over-revving the downshifts and getting the absolute biggest pops and cackles and farts and carries on from this bike. But yeah, I'm interested to know if you guys, or what you guys have heard. I can guarantee if there's some people watching this that are motorcycle riders and have been for a while, I'm definitely interested to know what you have hit. And I can almost guarantee most of you will have hit some random object on there. It doesn't have to be an animal. It could have been, you know, someone's t-shirt, or I don't know, a PlayStation that flew out of the back of someone's boot. Who would know? But yeah, anyway, that's my story. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you are new around here, and given how few videos I've actually made, I suspect you probably are, please consider hitting subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment. Fun times. Thanks for watching, but I will leave you with this beautiful, it's actually, now that I'm down here, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not as beautiful. The actual riverside is a bit grubby at the moment, I think, because we've had some high waters and a lot of rain coming through, so it looks like it's washed a lot of dirt up, and yeah, the grass on the edge is quite dead as well, surprisingly brown. Anyway, I'll leave you with some beautiful riverside views and catch you in the next one.